Hello, quintessential quilters. Tonight's tip and trick for our mystery quilt is brought to you by my living room floor. I am without a design wall at the moment. There's other projects on it. So we're going to move around and show you how to do this month's step on my living room floor. I have completed my 12 blocks and I have my sashing strips, which are same length, 12 and I think that's 12 and a half inches, the same size as our blocks. And we have our 2.5 inch squares for our cornerstones. Now I've laid my first option out, having all of the color 1 in my colorways in one corners and the other 2 all symmetrically across the entire quilt. That is definitely an option that you can do. I've also rotated my little cornerstones so that they alternate all the way through the quilt. I still have a couple more to cut down there if you see the bottom of the quilt. But you can see I've got it set out in rows of 4 sets of rows of 3. Another option would be a little bit more scrappier, would be to turn every other block so that the reds, or my color 1, are in the corner. We're going to see that if we can do this without too much moving around. 1 second. And you get a totally different, whoops, not that one. You get a totally different look by rotating every other one an alternate block. I'll get that last corner one here. 1 second. So you get a totally scrappy looking version by just one rotation. Kind of like how these 4 red ones create kind of a pattern and they bring my eye to it. Or the 4 green ones, the 4 corner ones. So that's kind of an option too. To stitch this guy together, you're going to do it in horizontal rows. You will do all your sashing with your 2.5 inch strips together. You'll sew all those together and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of 3 sashing strips and 4 corner squares. For your rows, pretty easy too. We're going to sew those sashing strip, strip, sashing strip, strip, sashing strip, strip, sashing strip. And you'll have 4 sets of those. And then you sew everybody together in rows. By sewing these together in rows this way, this cornerstone can match up easily with your strip to keep your blocks nice and straight. So you won't have any curving, wiggly lines throughout your quilt. That is this month's lesson. Hope you're having a great evening and staying safe. Good night.